all the way back. Couple of good deep breaths, start to flow, really inflate the lungs more than they have all day today. Easy exhale. So the idea we're playing with, I introduced a little bit while we were chatting, but the eclipses. We've got solar and a lunar eclipse this month, and I was thinking about how that might feel in our body as the inspiration for our class. And so I was thinking of some poses like fetal position and child pose. Those types of curled in movements for me feels like an eclipse where it's like the light is out, but it's completely hiding. Like technically it's there in that spot in space, but it's being covered up. And so those poses, those curled in, just kind of hiding shy poses, those are, I'll consider, say, our eclipse. And then it's the spreading open, the expansiveness from that closed in shape. That's where we're playing with today, that contrast of hiding versus opening, being really expansive. So this can be taken as a metaphor for internally for maybe the things that we're hiding, but like maybe it's a goal or a habit or like a hobby even that you know brings you joy, that you know wants to shine forth, but there just hasn't been that much time for it. So it's been hiding inside of us. And so imagine that let our intuition speak to us. Let ourselves be inspired by maybe the one thing that we want to open up to in this fall season of our lives. So with that idea to lead us on, let's start off curled in. The knees come into the chest, a hand on each knee. Let's rock around just a little bit. And easy. Low back. Getting a chance just to speak with us. Beautiful. And before our first couple of stretches, let's do a thing right away that is that back and forth, hiding, shining. So we're lifting up our head, we're curling into this tiny little ball, and then we're stretching out, arms and legs opposing directions, and curl back in. Exhale to return, inhale to stretch. The exact speed is going to be up to you. Just follow that breath cycle. So the rectus abdominis waking up. Take 3 more. And after that third one, cross the right thigh tightly over left, grab onto the ankles, pull the ankles close to shoulders. So the hip area completely relax. The arms spread open on the ground, the legs fall over to the left. Again, trying to relax all the effort. The knees pick back up. Keep the legs crossed, and then we're also winding the arms. So right elbow under the left. From here, we'll go back and forth between elbows, coming up to touch the thighs. And then fingertips and toes touching the ground. So exhale to come up. Inhale to tiptoe down. Another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now to contrast this closed in shape, let the legs spread open, nice and wide above us. Stretch the arms up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, reach the arms through the legs. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax the head down, cross the left thigh over, grab onto each ankle, pull the ankles in. Again, just let the breath relax. Returning back to deep, full inhales and exhales. Okay, open the arms, the legs fall to the right. And you lift the knees back up. Lift elbow lines under right. And tap the fingers and toes down. Exhale, crunch it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Same thing, open the legs wide, arms up overhead, inhale. Exhale, reach through 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Grab the feet, happy baby. You can be in stillness, you can be in rocking, extension of one leg at a time, whatever feels nice. Letting the legs come back together. Slowly try to return the feet all the way long down to the ground. Once the legs make contact, let the weight release down, arms stretch up overhead, inhale. Okay, exhale, we're curling up. To stretch over the toes. Then we're straightening up, the arms lift, and the shoulders, we're moving through that area. So circle back and exhale. Inhale. 3 more this direction. 3, 2, 1. Dropping down to the sides now. Exhale, inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, stay up. Inhale. Exhale, lean forward. Enjoying the stretch, just stay. You wanted to try to deepen the experience at any point. Maybe at this point the muscles have relaxed a little. Try to re-straighten from the low back and tilt forward just a little deeper before you relax that. Steps are also great. It's good. This is when I do yin a lot, like the yin yoga style where you do hold for that long, and it's same. I'm a hamstring type person too. Okay, so coming up to boat pose, find your balance on your hips. So first we're curling in like that tiny little ball that we're talking about, and then exhale, open the arms and lengthen. Exhale. Inhale, you can try arms up to that increases difficulty. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold if you can. That's okay. They're heading to cobblers. Just relax this time. Start to roll your head a little bit closer to the right shoulder. A little bit closer to left. If there's any tight spots, feel free to pause in any spots that feel good. Otherwise, maybe just continual movement. Spine lifts up, legs shift to just cross leg. Plant the right hand at the right, left hand leans up and over. Softening into the side rib area. Nice. Second side. So how the inhale helps to create even more stretching through intercostals. Rise. And then inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, lean to the right. Exhale, left. Twice more to each side. Sometimes we can think of the eclipse image that we're talking about as kind of waking up the body as well. Stretches like this, just waking up these muscle groups that naturally are stagnant. So arms up and then drop down, clasp hands behind your back, shift hands to right hip or right waist, then drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Head raises up, to the left, and then left ear down. Okay, head up, and let's transition to kneeling. Take a few tactiles, follow your breath, peace. That's okay, take your time. The same. You see me constantly adjusting them, and it's just like, okay, let's fold this the right way. Neutral spine. The right toe slide to the back, press back into a calf stretch for that side. So that might mean you can press back just by kneeling. It might mean you have to lift the other knee. You're pressing back a lot higher up. And then drop down to the knees so you can switch, sliding left foot back and press. To knees. Walk the hands forward so you can be in a kneeling plank. And we'll take 3 mini flows. So squeezing the elbows in, lower chest down. Little baby cobra, not much for the first part. And child pose. Plank. Lower. Squeezing up the spine. One more. Let the body rest in the child pose a couple of breaths. Classic hip flexors, quads, or back muscles are speaking to you. Shifting back to plank, this time lift up the knees. And then let's take one little flow, a nice slow motion. Just as deep of a back bend as feels appropriate at this moment. And downward facing dog. If you'd like to pedal the knees out, bending one knee at a time so that you can push the opposite heel back into calf stretch, that's fine. Eventually lifting hips up high, feel the hips relax down, settling into hamstring stretch. Easing forward, start to walk up to top of mat. Next inhale to rise. Beautiful. Tree pose. The right foot comes up to calf or thigh. Knee open. Step the spine. Push the foot into the midline. Maybe arms extend. Turning the knee forward. Slowly launch through warrior three to tap the toes down. And slowly reverse that. Warrior three to knee floating. That's okay, take your time. That's okay, that's okay. We're gonna try 2 more. So if you want to start here at the beginning, sometimes the first part's the easier part. So balance and 3 to land. Good. Jeez. Like we're on a boat today. It's all good. We're doing some great. That's okay. The tilt. The front leg takes the weight. And then rise with the knee. 1. Up. Down. Forward. And up. Good work. Setting that foot down, hands at the heart. Tree, second side. So the hands and the foot thigh connection, midline pressing in. Breath is calm. Maybe the extension. Knee comes forward. Warrior three. Up. Warrior three. And float the knee. Good work. 2 more. Last one. Now landing the feet together. So the spine erect. Sit the heart, close the eyes. An intuitive moment. Is there anything that's been hiding in the eclipse? It's ready to come forward in our life. Opening the eyes, inhale, circle the arms up, slight back bend. Exhale, forward. Inhale, sliding hands up, shins, uplift. Exhale, planting the hands. Step off and jump back to plank. Shift forward, lower chaturanga. Back of your choice. Down for facing dog. Right leg lifts up high. Back the hips. Send the toes behind your back. Good. Hips back to square, straighten the leg, three-legged dog. And shift forward, knee to nose in plank. Back up, three-legged dog. Twice more, knee to nose. Lift. Knee to nose. Lift. And this time we'll step the right foot in between our hands. Back heel rotates down, arms circle up, warrior one. Forearms come together to touch, hiding behind doors. Inhale, open the chest forward, elbows back, and close. Two more. Circling the arms up, inhale. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Extended side angle, right elbow to right thigh, left arm up and over. Warrior two. And reverse. Warrior two. 3 cycles of that. Exhale forward. Inhale all the way, cartwheel back. Exhale. Beautiful. Warrior two. We'll take a half moon pose. So if you need to shorten the stance just a little bit to cartwheel into it, that's fine. Right hand lands to the outside ankle of right foot. Yep, block is great. Half moon. Landing the foot next to the other. Relax down, forward fold. Sliding the hands up the shins, half lift. Plant the hands, slip off the jump to plank. Shift shoulders past fingertips to lower chaturanga. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Left leg floats up high. Bend the knee, toes behind the back. Three-legged dog. Plank knee to nose. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Lifting up. Stepping the foot in between hands. Back heel down, warrior one. Arms sweep up. Forearms touch. Inhale. 2, 1. Arms circle up. Pause here for a breath or two. Inhale. Exhale, rotate open, warrior two. Extended side angle. Warrior two. Reverse. Warrior two. And 3 breaths. Exhale forward. Exhale back. 2. 1. Warrior two. Shorten stance if needed. Cautionary pose. Forward fold. Flex the spine all the way down. Inhale, rise. Slight back bend. Comes the heart. Floating the right knee. Clasp hands under the thigh. Three times the leg tries to extend straight forward. 3, 2. That's okay. 1. Okay, from here, the right hand grabs the right ankle behind the back. Quad stretch. So knees close together, tailbone scoops under. If you still need more stretch, the knee pulls back even further. Optional dancer's pose. I like to flip the grip to inner arch. That works for me as well. Okay.
What's going on with my left foot?
That's okay. That's okay. Let's come out of this one. Take a brief forward fold just to kind of reset the spine from the back bend. And rise. Shifting to right foot. Clasp under left thigh. Spine is erect and leg 3, 2, 1. See if you can grab the ankle. Quad stretch. Flip the grip if you're heading to dancer. Beautiful. Set the foot down. Up, circle up and back. Let's have forward fold. Pause for a moment. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Walk or jump back. Optional flow. Right leg floats up high. Stack the hips, bend the knee, toes behind. Straighten the leg, three-legged dog. This time the right knee touches to the right elbow, so more to the side than center. So forward and plank touch. And three-legged dog. 2, 1. Right foot slips to outside of right hand. So the active version is back knee stays lifted. More passive is to drop the knee, heading deeper into the stretch. And you can stay on hands or elbows, either variation. Planting the hands, lift up the back knee, and step that foot to outside of left hand, coming down into Malasana squat. Like block under hips if needed, otherwise try to straighten spine as much as it can. Option to play with crow pose for a moment if you'd like. Planting the hands. Knees are up to triceps. Tilting forward, maybe lifting one set of toes or both. Play with it as long as you'd like, eventually heading back to Malasana. Your big squat. Planting the hands, shifting back to plank. Optional flow or child pose or down dog. Down dog, lifting the hips. Try to let the heels drop down a bit further than their natural spot. Just letting the calves relax in that stretch. Three-legged dog, toes behind back, hip opening. Three-legged dog, hip square. Left knee to left elbow, plank. 3, 2, 1. And step the foot to outside of hand. Back knee lifted or lowered, elbows lifted or lowered. Up to hands. Lift the back knee, right foot sets outside of right hand. Malasana for a couple of breaths. Nice kind of curled in shape. Drop the hands to floor, straighten the legs, turn the toes forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Shifting the weight into left foot, grab right hand behind back. Quad stretch for a moment. So knees closed, tailbone scooped under. You still need more, knee pulls back a little further. So this time, if you want to stay here, this is fine. If you want a variation, we're heading to candy cane, which is like half moon pose. Left hand drops down. You will hold of that foot. We're in a back bend. That's okay. And then release, forward fold. Inhale, rise. The heart. You want to scoot your block over just to prep for second side. And shift weight to right, grab left. Quad stretch for a moment. Option for candy cane. Opening the hip as you drop down. That's okay, you did awesome. So when you go back to the forward fold, toes, feet about as wide as the mat. And then toes will turn out. And we'll drop back into Malasana squat one more time. So option to just stay in the middle, or we'll take a twist on each side. So left hand drops to floor, left shoulder scoots closer to knee. Right hand can reach up to sky. And then option to wind around the left thigh, clasping hands around the outside. That's okay, you don't have to. Shifting back to the center. Lengthen the spine up for a moment. And right hand down, maybe right shoulder close to knee. Left hand reaches up. Option to wrap. Back to your center. Putting hands down. One last optional flow. Lowering knees down. Half stretch once more. Right toe slide to the back. Press back into right half stretch. And drop to knees for a moment to switch legs. Left calf stretch. Up to knees, point both toes. Try to sit back on the feet. And we're going to try to go for one knee lifting up at a time to stretch out that part of the foot ankle. So I like to prop my left hand up as I lean a little bit to the left. And then right hand goes up right knee. If it's too intense, just lean further to the side. Okay, release, switch sides. That's yeah. Yeah. I'll just stay here. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. Right to head back to kneeling. Circle both ankles. Exact. Yeah. Brush it out. So try to tuck all 10 toes. And then if your feet already are speaking to you, only send a little bit of weight back toward heels. But if you're comfortable sending all the weight to heels and or lifting all the way, that's, yep. Beautiful spot to stretch out the feet, your fascia. We'll go for 3 more slow, deep breaths. All fours, roll through the feet or count them through the feet. Shift. Do a nice wide leg seated place. Find the hands in the middle and slide your way forward. If there's any last stretches you want before Shavasana, you can take them. My one recommendation though is right before we completely wrap into Shavasana, do have at least a moment where you hug yourself in, such as just this curled in position on the back. Give yourself this moment to be in that shadow, that eclipse. And then after a moment of hugging in like that, you'll open up to just a nice wide Shavasana. Or if you're using the wall, that variation, whatever you want to do today.
No, I used the wall last week.
Okay, sounds good. So here in Shavasana, we'll rest. Beautiful silence of just our breath flowing. Notice the body at great peace. Open and expansive. Light starting to shine forth out of the hidden state. Just breathe. Begin to deepen inhales and exhales. Use movement to the body. Stretch out in ways that feel good. Nice fetal position for a couple of breaths. Here as we wrap up, we express gratitude for the duality of life, the times of light, the times of dark, the times of hidden, and the times of shining. Listening to our intuition, if there's anything that wishes to shine forth in this coming season, we make the commitment to honor that. And with this to lead us on, we wrap up the time we shared together with the sound of Om. Deep inhale now. Om. May we be filled with light and happiness and peace. Namaste.